Okay, has everyone that wants to check in, hide and seek, says Dorothy. Has everyone that wants to check in, hopefully you're here. I apologize. I'm going to tell one more time. I had a welcome screen. That welcome screen worked fine. Everybody got on board, but I didn't see you. There was no comments on my side, even when I started speaking. So Facebook, and it's a program that allows me to do these special screens, etc. They don't seem to interact very well. I think Facebook has got all sorts of tech problems. So I think I'm going to have to continue this way, or just go on YouTube, which is another good way. And then you'll get a link in Facebook. And that might be my way, Petra. I think that's the next step, because this not being able to speak to someone or not being able to read your comments was a big issue. So, okay. Let's see, we recently bought Jurassic Park. Exactly. And then Lisa wants to watch it over and over again. Hello, Tammy. Good to see you. Ellen Meldrum, a little late. Well, I was a little late too. So you're absolutely not at fault. There's no problem. And Marty's going to blame it on Petra. She has nothing to do with this, okay? That's why I get tech issues, is because I'm by myself. If Petra had been here, she would have easily just flicked it on and off. No, this is all me, Marty. Absolutely not necessarily smart in all the tech involved. Oh, that's so cute. And Dorothy says she does the same thing, watching things over and over again. And I never did. Lisa will tell you this, because we watch TV when we're stitching a lot of the time. I can watch things over and suddenly see a different part of this movie, but that's not the same as knowing how the plot goes. I didn't remember the plot. Not all. Anyway, so it was great fun last night. I got shocked, and it was really fun. I'm really looking forward to the other Born ones, which I'm sure I've seen some of. Don't change the chat. Yeah, exactly. Good morning from Killeen, Texas. Hello, Diane Zamudio. Glad you found us. Most of you that are regulars have found me again, which is so super. But the majority of people that haven't, I will expect that you will watch the replay. And now I'm going to start talking about stitching, because most of the people have come on board. Hello, Mary Woodritz. Speaking of people coming on board, that's wonderful. Okay, so one of the most important things I want to announce today, and I should let you know that this is a pre-sale, is we have figured out how to set up a pre-sale for spooky treats. Now, I don't know if you'll remember this. Some of you have already taken this, like you have, Marty, but many people have not, and they've been emailing Lisa and saying, where is it? Where is Spooky Treats? This is the pattern that I taught in, what's it called? Stitches Hideaway in October. And so many people have asked about it because it's another drum pincushion, right? And every time we'd say, okay, yes, we'll think about it and when we're going to release it. Well, we've decided to release it as, ta-da, a full kit, which is so cool, because you not only get this, you get this colored, full color leaflet, and inside you'll see, here, let's see, I'll show you, you get all these finishing instructions. Can you believe it? And of course, I've been releasing a lot of colored charts called creative charts, which means you have to be a bit creative and find your own colors, right? Well, in this one, we have not only the full black and white symbols chart, which I'm sure you'll be looking forward to, and we have a color chart. So the cool thing about this is that we also have found out how to order all the materials. All we need now is for you to pre-order this kit on the website. It is available now. Everything's included. I'll show you this. I've got this kind of sitting here. All of the things are included, all of the flosses, and these are all heavy silk flosses. They're beautiful. I think we got something like 17 of them. And we have needles, beading needles, and tapestry needles. We have some pearl cotton. The linen is enough to also do the top of this pincushion if you want. But remember, you can actually do this whole piece that starts, let's see, where does it start? Okay, it starts here, and I think it goes like this. Yeah, there's the people. going trick-or-treating, and then it's like a really wide thing, and then these little guys, they're making the brew, or they're, I don't know, I think they're maybe going to put apples in afterwards. And then this is the other side of it. And so what's cool about that is that you can also make it as a fairly nice horizontal framed piece, which looks really adorable. So I wanted you to know that it is now available, and it is actually only available for people who know, which is you guys for now. So I will be putting it in the newsletter, which will go out later today. But if you want one, remember, these are exclusive and they're like limited edition kits. So if you want one with all the materials, and we have basically done our organizing of this, but we will not be sending them out until probably mid-September. So those of you who are looking forward to getting something before October, it's kind of like you buy something now, and then you get a surprise in September, and then it's when you really want to start stitching it. So it'll be in time. I hope that you guys all enjoy it. And thanks, Marty, for saying that. Everyone sign up for this. It's so cute. It is. So Marty, don't show any pictures until later on today, okay? If you want to show yours that you're finished, because you did a great job. And Lisa says, yeah, I received several emails from people wanting the Spooky Treats design. So glad everyone will be able to pre-order. Aw. Oh, thank you very much, Petra. You put a link in. Awesome. So move upward in the comment section. Just scroll up a little bit and you'll see the link to get to it. Oh, Donna, you made it. I'm sorry. Yes, I had a hard time with tech this morning, and one of the difficult things is I really need to be able to see you guys' comments, or it just doesn't work. And for some reason, I cannot access these comments on my Facebook, on my phone. I did it once, and today I couldn't do it, so I had to start over again. Thanks for joining us back. Donna, your stitching, it arrived. I wanted to let you know in person. It arrived at Lisa's. You'll never guess. Lisa yesterday had planned to come down to Victoria, and I was going to meet with her for half an hour. I said, well, check your mailbox before you go. So she went and checked her mailbox yesterday morning before she left at 8. I'm not sure when she checked it, but just before. And she said, you'll never guess, it arrived. And so she had it with her. I got to see it. It's gorgeous. Great job. And those of you who don't know anything about this, what we're talking about, it's okay. You will find a new design in the future called Gone Camping, which has a lot to do with camping. And you'll see it sometime in the next bunch of weeks. We're not quite sure when it can come out because Lisa's working on it. Anyway, she's taken it back, but I have seen it, and oh, I just love it. So well done, Donna Granger. Thank you. Spooky Treat is available for pre-sale. Yes. Okay, so I'm just checking on all of the comments, and it looks like almost everyone that usually comes has come back. And Diane, yeah, you are in Killeen, Texas. I can't imagine. I'm sure that it is absolutely warm in there. Lisa says it was a fun, quick visit. I've never had such a quick visit from you before. We always tend to go on. I think you were out of here in half an hour. You're great. Marty says, my pick is on this chat site somewhere back in February. Okay. And Dorothy, your necklace is beautiful. Thank you. That's a personal compliment. Thank you. I'm glad. I really like it too. It's light and airy and doesn't interfere with anything. It's very summery. I appreciate it. So don't forget, this is available for pre-sale, and you're going to absolutely love stitching it. There's not a lot of specialty stitches in this one. It's actually for everyone. I know that anyone can do this. You don't have to know Hardanger. There will possibly be, and this is something just between you and me, there will possibly be a stitching class for this closer to the time that we release it. So that is going to be a bonus for those of you who want to join in the class as well. Anyway, it should be fun. So the next thing I want to talk about, was there's going to be a new July cottage today. Yes. I was going to wait till next weekend, but you know what? When you see it, you will most likely see the reason why I had to make it on the weekend of Canada's birthday. You will absolutely, hopefully love it, and having a having another cottage for you to stitch during the summer months, it's really important. And July is just full of that kind of stitching. Actually, in my opinion, July is a great time to grab your stitching and go park yourself outside somewhere, like at the beach. Go and park yourself, outside on your patio. I mean, that's a little easier than having to go place. But if you're going places, make sure that you grab some stuff, put it into a get up and go bag and take it with you, because taking your stitching with you has never been more fun than when you are traveling in the summertime. When you take a vacation, you need to have something that isn't too stressful on your mind. It has to be something that is like, you don't have to be accurate. You can be a little bit inventive. You can use whatever threads that are with you. So the July cottage will definitely fit that bill. And that's why I wanted to bring it out early so that you have the chance to do that. Let's see. Yes, absolutely, Marty. Build your confidence with 28 count linen. Actually, that's really a good point. So the other thing is, I just said, you take your stuff with you and you go and park yourself somewhere. And I did say the beach. This is my featured pattern. Sorry, what's it called? I have to laugh. This is the pattern that I'm talking about. I was going to say this is going to the beach pattern, but really, I know it's called a day at the beach. I'm sorry. This is what takes me a long time these days, is to remember titles. We have so many. Anyway, this is adorable. This is a little purse that Lisa constructed for what I call a day at the beach. Look at the wonderful cotton that, actually, I found the cotton, and Lisa did an amazing job finishing this little purse. I think what she really did was a lot of slip stitching around the edges there. So, you have to measure for sure, but then look at that. It's almost invisible. And the other really important thing, if you're using is this kind of a fabric that's got stripes, look at how the edge of this stripe is perfect it goes along with the edge of the purse. I don't know how you did it, Lisa, but your perfectionism really came out with this one. And then she made some gussets too. This is, I think, something that I absolutely love. Notice how in the gusset, she's got a little fold here, a little dart, I think you call it. And that makes it fold inward rather than outward. See that? I mean, I didn't even try to make it go inward. Let's see, I'll try again. There. See, it goes in, which is so cool, because once you have this, you get the idea that you're going to the beach. Lisa, you did such a good job. I'm complimenting you, but it also looks so nice. So there's compliments on both sides. So the one side of this is the little mermaids having a picnic on the beach, and same scene on the other side. But you can decide, no, I don't want to do that on the other side. I'm going to have some fabric on the other side. So do that. And I believe these actually have some Skirtex in them. I can feel that the sides, this side and this side have something inside, and that's probably what keeps it so nice and solid, so that when you take it around. And now this is the final finishing touch. Look at those little buttons. See, it doesn't sit on its linen self. No, she made a piece. She sewed them together. Notice how we've used, what do you call it? We made back stitches over 4 fabric threads, and then sewed the back stitches together, just like we have done for the gingerbread cottage. Oh, sorry, gingerbread village, all of the buildings. So we did that, and I think that, she did that. And then, yes, there's still some back stitching around here, which gives it a nice finish around the outside. The reason I did this is because there just wasn't anything for the summertime that is like a set of smalls, and so this was the big part. We'll call that the étui, or the place where you put your travel stuff in. I know it's needlework, but you can actually put all your materials in here and take this to the beach. This is true. Then inside here, we actually made a little pouch, and the pouch, which turned out really cute with this one of those sea dollars. What are they called? a dollar, sea dollar, ocean dollar. Are you really? You're stitching the beach cottage? Oh, that's really cool. Yes, you use Skirtex for the stiffener. Oh, Karen, I hope that you do love it. Thank you. I'm glad that you do. So what I wanted to say was I opened this little bag, and this was what we had inside for this course, for this class. This was so fun to stitch, also very simple, didn't take very much. And then this was actually the actual course, because this was what it was. It was a class project. The Day at the Beach booklet. Do you see that? So this was actually where we learned some specialty stitches. All this is pretty much all cross stitch and back stitch and long stitch. Okay, so that actually, this scene could be done and framed, no problem. This part was the fun part to me anyway. It has a little it has a little, what do you call it? A spine, that's the word. And then when you open it up, watch this. Inside you'll see this mermaidy looking fabric, which we found. It was oceany, but we couldn't find anything with a small pattern on it, which would have been actually very nice as well. However, the ABC booklet of specialty stitches. Each one of these, as you can imagine, has starts with the letter A, and then we had some that start with the letter B, that starts with the letter C, etc. And we did specialty stitches throughout. These were so fun to design for me. You know how much I love specialty stitching. And what was fun for people in the classroom, they didn't have to do very much of each one. They could start with doing all of the cross stitching of all of the letters. And once you've got those all done, then you can just fill in and do all of the specialty stitches. And all the words have to do with, obviously, with the ocean or the sea or whatever. So we did this in Sydney. I think what we did was we had a stitchorama. We call it a stitchorama. Stitching holiday for the Victoria Sampler. It's one of our later ones. And I put my name in there, which actually means you can put your name in there. It was just a placeholder for the model. And people absolutely loved it. I don't know how many were actually finished, because the finishing takes time. But again, those of you who did take this class and came here to Sydney, remember, it was so fun. If you've already stitched this part, you can frame that. And making the booklet, remember it was Gabor in the chat group here. Gabor made a little booklet. I believe this is what he used as a model, is this booklet. So the finishing instructions, of course, are in there. And I just wanted to talk about this as this is my project of the week. It's called A Day at the Beach, and there you are. Remember this wonderful, wonderful beachy pattern for people who are looking for something to do at the beach. It's kind of a fun project and doesn't take a lot of concentration. Thanks, Diane. Yeah, Petra, there was a lot of stuff hiding in this project. Sand dollar. Thank you. I knew it was a dollar or something. I knew it wasn't Canadian dollar. Thanks, Diane. Oh, that's so cute. That's wonderful. So I know I'm going a little over the 10 o'clock mark that I usually do, but I did want to make sure that I ended with the angel card. And of course, I didn't start right away. I started like maybe at 22 by the time we actually all got going. So again, apologies for the false start today, but I'm so glad that you come back. I just can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your day to spend with me. You know, Friday mornings are my favorite time of the week because, in the first place, it's kind of like a precursor to our weekend. But also, I get to chat with you all, and I feel connected in this strange, technological world. This is the connection that all stitchers require, some interaction with each other, because we're in our own world a lot of the time. So thank you, really, really thank you for coming. And then it says, Tammy, I'm going to order spooky treats today. Yay! That is so good, Tammy. I have to say, I'm thrilled that we're able to do this. This is the first, and hopefully it's our test subject. So once we figure out how to do this easily, remember, we don't have the Victoria Sampler studios anymore. So we absolutely need to have a project launch set in place in a completely different way than we've ever done before. So wish us luck, because if this works, then original designs can be released this way in a kind of a limited series for people to access as kits. Great. Love spooky treats, yay! Mary, you're so cute. Anyway, I've picked out, oh, this is good. That's probably what I need, because I got a little excited not being able to get on board with you today. This is for me, I think, and hopefully it's also for you. The angels are telling me, pause in peace and ask for guidance. Pausing is something that I wasn't doing much this morning, so there you are. I hope that it's something that we all require at times when we're a little stressed, in a good way or in a bad way. Take some time and then ask for guidance. That's all. You can ask for guidance from the universe. It's amazing what you can find if you pause. That's a really good card. Thank you, angels. You actually calm me down, which is probably a good thing. Love exactly, Diane. It's so amazing how we can get ourselves, upset. My partner was talking about the fact that he went out on a boat in Mazatlan the other night, and he said it was a beautiful sunset. And by the time we got to the place where we were starting to swim ashore. We swam ashore from the boat, he said, and he'd never done anything like that there. So he swam ashore and he stood on this shore. He felt so far away from everything, and he said, oh, the purpose of life is life itself. And he told me this the next morning. I just love it because he's so driven and also quite stressed, and often, time management is important. He's a go-getter. And for him to have that realization, it reminds me of this, which is pause in peace and ask for guidance. Such a good advice. Thank you all for understanding why I have the angel card in here once in a while. It's really important. Boy, do we in the USA need it for sure after the nonsense debate last night. Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, Marty, and I'm real glad I don't. Your set looks great. Yeah, I do feel like the set is good. I also think that that when I'm here in my little corner, I almost feel like I'm back in the Victoria Sampler studios again. It's very similar to the way I had it, which makes me feel at home. So thanks for noticing. Those of you who came back and said hello, thank you again. Don't forget to order Spooky Treats Pincushion Kit. It's a limited edition. It's an original design. So remember, it's exclusive. And if you order it now, you get a surprise sometime in September. And I have to give lots and lots of kudos to those of you who have joined the Stitch Along for Birds of a Feather. I see some finishes which really look good in both there and I've seen photographs in our chat group. Yay. And those of you who are doing the Trier Twee, I would love to see some progress pictures of what you've accomplished so far. So if you're seeing this as a replay in our group, make sure that you just take a quick shot and upload it. And we really love to see progress photos, not just finished pieces. Okay, so it'd be really good to see what you're doing. Oh, that's so good. Sandra said, thank you for saying that. I needed that today. What did Sandra was saying? What? Oh, I wonder what, Sandra, what are you saying? Thank you for that saying. Oh, thank you. Yes, Sandra, I'm really glad. I also need it. Both of us need to take a pause, right? I had to make sure I knew what you were talking about because I hadn't seen your comment before and I didn't want to miss out on saying hello to you. This is so good. So everyone, have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Those of you who are Canadians or those of you who aren't, let's celebrate Canada Day this coming, I believe it's this Monday, is July 1st. It's our Canada Day. Yes, I know July 4th is coming, but that's next weekend for us. And I will wish you a very happy July 4th, Independence Day, whatever. And I know that's not coming till Thursday, but I will wish it to you again next Friday, okay? But in the meantime, I'm going to focus on and wish everyone who wants to celebrate with us our Confederation Day. I think that's what we call ours, and it's a time when Canadians think about our nationality and our place in the world, and our emphasis on, hopefully, on kindness and politeness, and hopefully also rational thinking. So that doesn't mean all of us are doing that, believe me, but I'm sort of hoping, along with everyone else, that the world tends to take a pause themselves and ask for guidance, because that can maybe help us all. Have a great weekend. Happy Canada Day to everyone. Thanks for saying it twice. Oh, Rachel Bitton, hello. Just as I'm saying goodbye, good to see that you're there. Rachel, we've got this on sale right now, but it is as a kit. So go and look on our website under Spooky Treats, and you'll find the name of the kit. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. I hope that all of you have a wonderful day and a really good weekend. Happy Canada Day. Bye-bye.